G'day, parceros. That is the last daylight of 2020. I hope you guys are doing well wherever you may be. If you're in Colombia, you're facing a 3-day lockdown to minimize the spread, to slow the spread, they said. So I'm here at a finca in Rio Negro, just outside of Medellin. This finca is owned by an entrepreneur in the airline industry in Colombia. Very successful entrepreneur, has taken huge amount of risk and has received a huge amount of reward for that. And that's what I'm pondering as I leave behind 2020, and I look forward to what I'm going to be doing in 2021 and the projects that I'm getting involved in. The potential reward, the potential return of those projects are directly connected to the amount of risk that I'm willing to take. And the amount of risk that I'm willing to take is usually determined by my belief that I can avoid that risk, my belief that I can pull it off, self-belief, or even my belief of what's possible, what I think is possible. So important. And I asked him, what would you say to me? I asked him, what would you say to me in my position when I'm considering all of these projects where I'm seeing that, the amount of risk that I'm willing to put in is related to my self-belief of being able to pull it off. And he was like, surround yourself with people that believe in you. If you are surrounded by people that think it's normal to play the game at another level, it becomes normal to you. And I think we've all known that, right? You're the average of 5 friends. I've even shared a lot of Instagram stories this year. You are the average of the memes you share. It's what we fill our minds with, and the people we interact with that really affect how we perceive the world. And a lot of growing up is about overcoming the programs that were passed down to us that may or may not be beneficial. I know I've always been looking for programs that are more beneficial than the programs that I inherited. So that's my message for this Happy New Year's video. And it is a Happy New Year. I think, depending on your perspective, it can be as happy as you would like to be. And there is a lot of people who are saying that, it can't be any worse. And I'm thinking, it probably could be. I think this is still one of the greatest, one of the most comfortable times, the most developed times that we've been in this history. I know there's been challenges, but these challenges do not compare to the challenges of our ancestors and the generations that came before us. We are still living one of the most comfortable existences in the history of human civilization. So how we start to define our businesses, how we start creating an all-terrain brain, body, and business, I believe, is how we are able to become all-terrain, how we are able to enjoy the journey no matter what. If you're riding a sports bike through a dirt road, you're gonna have issues, right? Like, you've been riding on the highway for 20 years and now you've got some dirt road. It's better that you have an all-terrain bike. It turns out I've always kind of leaned towards that. There's advantages to that, to being ready for anything, but there's also disadvantages, because that niched focus is what I'm seeing is the most common characteristics of people who are achieving at another level. There's one project, there's one idea that they completely obsess with. So that's the balance, I guess, we all have to find, right? How do you be ready for anything, but also become very tunnel visioned, in a sense, to focus on one project and one mission to make that happen. That's what it's about. That's what my 2021 is going to be about, is about being ready for anything, but at the same time using the the powerful leverage of hyper focus to focus in on one project, on one business, and going from there. So be ready for anything. Surround yourself with people that believe in you. That's what I plan on doing on this channel, is bringing together like-minded people who are choosing international lifestyles, wherever that may be, however they are working in various different industries, but starting to connect. I believe the future of the internet is private, and it's very niche. I think it's going to be very defragmented. And yes, I'm going to be making content which is designed for pure views and pure mass reach, but my focus, my 80 of the 80-20, is going to be focused on a focused niche. And I think that's where we're going to find more valuable connections, more valuable relationships moving forward. So there we go. That's my New Year's message. I hope you guys are doing well wherever you're at. Enjoy the last few moments of 2020, and embrace the change. The change is where the action is. I think deep down we all seek transformation. We all seek that story, and now more than ever we have all the ingredients to make an incredible story right now. So I invite you guys to join me, but also let's figure out a way to connect with each other. That's where we're going to really start seeing changes. This is not some type of one-way relationship. This is going to be a distributed connection that we build here. How we do it, I don't know. Maybe you guys know how. Maybe it's a Telegram group. Maybe it's meetups. Maybe it's a number of different ways that we can start connecting between each other, because I think that's how we start making moves at another level of belief, of possibility. If we stay trapped in our old beliefs, stay trapped in our old average, then it's always going to be the same, and we're going to be struggling with the same things next year. I prefer keep on leveling up. This is one way to live, the Colombian dream. I'm inspired by it. It's not exactly how I would do my finca, but it's certainly a great motivator to think, okay, how would I do it, and how would I think? And I'm grateful to be in the presence of people who make it so simple, and that simplicity is: believe in yourself, surround yourself with other people who believe the same thing, and that's how you create the new normal. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Happy New Year, happy 2021. It's only gonna get more wild. I'm not on the camp where I'm like, oh yeah, it's like we're past the worst of it. No, things are about to get wild. Get ready, get prepared. Let's do this. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video.